So what is good, people? Welcome to another investing video. In this video, we are continuing our investing $1 a day series. This time we are in episode 36, which means we need to have a minimum of $252 invested into each asset. So it's been a long time since I've done one of these videos, and as you can see, I have a different platform now. The way we're going to do it is I'm going to actually show the numbers with my initial investment, current value, and my actual profit and loss from each investment. So that way it'll be an easier way to see if I'm actually making money. So we are going to jump into metals first, as usual. Metals is up really high, especially gold. Gold is doing really well. But my current investment is $184.26. That is in gold, $72.28 in silver, for a total investment of $256.54. If we look at the actual value of the investment, $225.50 in gold, $88.41 in silver, for a total value of $313.91. So we are way up. In gold, we are up by 26%, 26.64. In silver, we are up by 22.73% for a total of 22.67%. So we are up. We're way up in metals. It is not quite yet time for me to make another deposit. I'm still over the 252. So in next week's episode, I'll make another deposit, and I'm just going to buy some more gold. It's because gold is doing really well right now. Silver is kind of like you can see that it's gone up, and then both gold and silver had that huge dip, which was crazy. I should have bought some as soon as that dip came, but I completely missed it. And then you can see silver kind of go up a little bit. However, when you look at gold, gold is just steadily climbing, just steadily going up. So I will be buying some more gold in my the next time, in the next episode that we invest. But that's pretty much it for metals. If we jump now into our stocks, we load up Robinhood. Looks like I am still logged in. So with Robinhood, we still have that free BTC that I got from the Robinhood Earn program. It is now valued at $1.46. This was free $1 in Bitcoin that I got. So that's obviously 100% profit there. I did not put that on my chart. If we take a look at some of our investments, and I actually got the list up. Let me go back. All right, I got everything set up. So for some reason, it had my watch list up instead of my actual investments. But I went ahead and closed everything just to clean it up a little bit. So jumping into Starwood Property Trust, so we can see if we check out our spreadsheet. So $17.06 is my actual investment. You can see the current value is $22.55. That puts me at a $5 profit, and I'm up by 32.18%. If we take a look at our history, we should have a recent dividend payment. So we had one on July 15th. So that was for 53 cents, and that was automatically reinvested. Our previous one was 52 cents, so it's 1 cent higher over our last dividend. And I can't remember if we're actually getting stock lending payments from this one. I don't think we are. So it's just the dividend payments that we're getting. But thanks to those dividend payments, we are up pretty high. We check out our EOG resources. So with EOG, take a look at the spreadsheet. My initial investment was $112.75. Current value $132.95. Yep, that is still correct. And that puts me up by $20, which is 17.92%. So I am way up on EOG resources as well. If we take a look at the history, we do have, at the end of July, we had a dividend payment of 95 cents. So this is not a monthly dividend. So it'll be a little while before we get the next one. But 95 cents, and that's for just one share. So 95 cents for one share. That is actually really good. So EOG Resources, we're looking good there. If we take a look at QYLD, we can see that the current value is $63.33 of my investment, but I only put in $56. And actually, let me change this. So it was $63.33. So let me update that. So I'm up by $7.33, which is a profit of 13.9%. So this is a 24-hour stock, it looks like. So I had to update it, even though the market is closed. Now, we do have an upcoming dividend on the 26th. Today is the 21st. So it's going to be next week, and it is 64 cents. That is from 3.5 shares. So it's not bad, 64 cents. This is a monthly dividend. So every month you can see that we're getting dividend payments. And it's actually gone up. Back in July 1st, we have 59 cents. So now we're getting 62 cents. That's awesome. Good to see. So we're doing good with QYLD. Now we take a look at Armor Residential REIT. So we got my current value of my shares, $47.45. Let me see if that is correct. $47.45, yep. But I paid $48.40 with those for those shares. So I am down by 95 cents. I'm down by 1.96%. So I'm down by 2% on Armor Residential REIT. But thanks to the dividend payments, I got one coming on the 29th for 56 cents. I will eventually be back in profit without actually buying anything, without buying any more shares. So that's why we do buy these dividend shares, because that free money coming in will eventually put you in profit. And we also getting a stock lending payment of 1 cent as well. That was at the beginning of August. So it looks like the dividend has held steady, 55 cents. 55 cents was the previous one as well. So we are looking good. We're just down by a little bit, but the dividend will bring us back up. The last one is the Yield Max coin. Now this one I am down by quite a bit. So my current value is $12.32, and that's from almost a full share. So $12.32. But I actually it's gone up a little bit. $12.32. But I paid $14. So I paid $14 for the $12.32 worth of shares. So I am down a little bit and down by $1.68, which is actually a loss of 12%. Now, if we look at my totals, you can see that I actually am up by $30 on all of my stocks, and that is 12.24%. So not bad for putting $1 a day into these stocks, and I am up by 12%. So for my move for this week, I am going to jump into Coney. I'm going to put another $7 into this one. Okay, so unfortunately, in order for me to actually buy on the 24-hour market, I do need to buy actual shares, but I just put $7 into it. And so when the market opens back up tomorrow, that's when the $7 will show up, and I will have an extra $7 into the Yield Max coin. And we will see how well that works. Let me take a look at the dividend payments. So we have 0.75 of a share. So it won't be until another 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks before we see another dividend payment. So we'll see if it goes up a little bit more than that 71 cent. So that is pretty much it for stocks. Now let's jump into crypto. So let me log into MetaMask. All right, so here we are on DEX Finance, and we're going to start off with the US DEX Plus stake. So it is done. My full stake, my full principal release is now in, and I've earned an extra $1.28 on top of that. So if we remember, my original deposit there was $28. and it is now worth $33.99. So that put me up by almost $6 for 21.39% profit. So I can just go ahead and actually claim my rewards and take this out and put it into something else. But we're going to look at my other stuff first before I do that. So if we take a look at my vault here, I got the USDEX USDC vault. And you can see my initial deposit was $42.09. It is now sitting at $43.84 with a $2.71 yield. And that's actually a 6% yield, which is really good. Now, you can see that it's dropped significantly since I first put it in. It's only down to 14.43% APY right now. So that means it's time to pull it out and put it somewhere else. But I just wanted to show off where it's at right now. You can see I do have a nice little profit there. So this one is a 4.35% profit on my investment, which is really good. Now, if we jump into our sushi swap, so I do have a pool here. And this was, I think this was an ETH, and was it USDT, USDC, ETH, USDC. So this one dropped as well. It's down to 6.92% APR. But the position is sitting at $239.64. I do have, let's see, if we take a look at our fees, so I did earn $2.68 in trading fees. And that's actually, don't need to look at the rewards. It's the fees that's the rewards. So this did really well. My initial deposit was $202.98. So I'm up by $36.80, which is 18.13%. Overall, on my crypto investments for this series, I am up by $44.62, which is a 6.34% profit. So what I am going to do with crypto is I'm going to remove this from SushiSwap, and I'm going to put them in, let's try Beefy. So I'm going to find a pool here on Beefy Swap, and I'm going to put some stuff into there. Now I'm going to figure out which pool I want to put in, which actual token. There's most likely going to be the same tokens, just in a different blockchain. So I'm going to do all of that off camera and then show you guys what I've decided to do. But I am going to put an extra $7 into this. I'm going to pull this out and put this into a better pool as well. And then I'm going to add an extra $7 for the weekly deposit in crypto. And then once I've done all of that, I'll come back and show you the choices that I made. All right, so I am finally done with my moves for crypto. So the first thing I did was I took everything from my from the old Dex Finance vault, and I took everything out of my USDEX stake, and I put it all in here. Plus, I added the $7 for the week, and so I have $84.57 into this vault. This is the concentrated ETH vault, and basically you stake wrapped ETH, USDC, wrapped ETH, USDT on the Arbitrum network, and you are paid in GDEX, USDC, USDEX, and ETH. And so this is kind of almost like you're investing in the actual platform of Dex Finance, because you are receiving as your rewards the actual tokens for the platform. And they call it the Dex something ETF, DexFi ETF. I think that's what that stands for. And if you go over to the ETFs, you can see that it is one of the ETFs here. And it's this one. And so this is the reward that I'll be receiving for staking into that vault. The APY for the vault is currently at 393.99% with a daily of 0.53%. Now, of course, that's going to go down. These really high APYs never stay up for too long. But if I can get it just for a few days, it will be worth putting my tokens in here. So that was the move for DEX Finance. And then I took everything out of SushiSwap and I put it here in Beefy in the Wrapped ETH USDC vault. And you can see this has an APY of 392.58%. And it's paying out 0.449% daily. And they do have a boosted vault as well. And so what you do is you deposit into this vault, and then the receipt tokens you get from that deposit, you then stake those. And so now you're staking 2 times, and that's for an extra reward. And so if we actually go to the home page, you can see that I have $246.78 deposited. I'm projected to receive $33 a month, a little over $1 a day. And so that is what we are looking at here on Beefy Finance. That's actually why I wanted to move over to Beefy, just because I like the stats and I like the way they have the boosted vaults, because you can make some really, really good yields here in Beefy. So quick recap. If we look at everything we've done over the past, we are up by 22.67%, which is $58.15 in metals. We are up by $30.39 in stocks, which is 12.24%. And we are up by $44.62 in crypto, which is 16.34%. So out of the 3 asset classes of metals, we are up the highest in metals. But it is just a little bit more if you look at the actual dollar value than the others. But it's still good to see that metals is doing so well. Our moves for the week was we put another $7 into Coney, and I moved into 2 new vaults here, one in DEX Finance with the concentrated ETH vault, put $84.57 in there. And we have $247 in Beefy. So those were the moves for the week, and that is how everything is looking. So I will go ahead and update all of this to reflect the moves that we've made this week. So that's pretty much it for this video. As always, if you have any questions on how you can get into these yourself, or if you have any other investments you want me to check out, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.